Привіт таки, Витанечка. Hello. My name's Mithril, and this is Mithril's Odyssey. Today we are going to go through everything that I could find that I finished in 2025. So that's crochet, that's knitting, that's sewing. Yeah, Butchinemo, let's get started. All right, so the first thing I have is this apron that I made. But technically, I didn't make it this year. I finished altering it this year or 2025. Um, I made this, I think, during COVID, and you can see it's got like little heart pockets and strawberry buttons, which I was like so enamored by. Uh, this I was a little bit of a different size at the time, so I had to cut it this last year. I have to say last year now. I cut it and made it into an apron, but the straps that I put on were a ribbon that were not good quality, so it's already all messed up, and I'm probably gonna cut it off and put, I don't know, maybe like elastic on or something. But yeah, this is here. Let me try it on for you. So this is how it looks as an apron on the front. I'll come up closer. Have all this ruffle detail and the ruffles in the shoulder. This was a ribbon with a ruffle on it already that I sewed onto the straps, and it needs like ironing, but I can't be bothered. And then here it was supposed to be stretchy, but when you sew something flat against that ruffling, it doesn't stretch anymore. So the back has stretch to some extent, but still I'm too big for it, so I cut it and made an apron. But yeah, if I was able to do it up, it would, I don't know, look something like that. Yep. So that's that. Okay, next is this pocket that I made. It's here, let me, okay. So I have this zipper on it. Oh, it's already open. That I think I hand stitched it. Yeah, I hand stitched it in, and it's pretty deep. I also did this embroidery on it with like beads. You can see I have beads here and beads on some of the strawberries. Some of the strawberry beads are already wearing, but yeah. And then I had this, sorry, I had this ribbon just like lying around, but you can see I had extra fabric from the apron. So, yeah, I made this. And then also this sash I did make as well. I got into weaving over the summer, and so yeah, I started making my own like belts and bookmarks. I don't have any other ones with me, and I gave away a lot of like my practice stuff, so yeah, I haven't really done this since September though, so we'll get back into it probably in the spring or something like that. But yeah, this pocket, I got the idea from folk Ukrainian traditional wear. Uh, they would always have like some kind of external pocket. And like a lot of the times I'm wearing clothes that doesn't have pockets. Like I'm wearing pockets right now, But when I'm wearing just like leggings or like a skirt, I don't have pockets. So this way I can carry my phone. You can see it's quite deep. So yeah, and wide. Like here's my hand all in it, stretched out. It's pretty big. But I've gotten so many compliments on this, honestly, and like some requests. So yeah, we'll see if I make more of these. I would like to. I have the paper pattern that I made here. I'm gonna change it up like a little bit, probably. I don't know. I might make this like slits instead of belt loops, and then you can like weave the belt through it. And then maybe like it won't sag so much when you put your phone in. I don't know. Cause like it also like bends over a little bit. It's supposed to be flat up, but it ends up scrunching like this. That is those ones. I don't remember timelines for any of these projects. They were just in 2025. Okay, these next ones I started in 2024, finished them 2025. And that's these dog. This is like really stretched out. Like I could have made this a lot smaller. It got real stretched out in the wash and through wear. But these are dog sweaters. It fits her okay. Like obviously it's pretty baggy. Um, but this is the back. I probably didn't need to add this extra width to it, to be honest, but I did. And then here's the front. I kind of just like, what did I do? Here, I attached the sides, but yeah, I don't know. If I was to do it again, I would make it smaller and make an elastic around the neckband because the neckband got like so stretched, it like goes down to her shoulders now. I did add an elastic here. You can see there around the tummy, but this is for my Rottweiler. So that's why it's like so big as well, because like she has such deep chest. But yeah, for my other dog, this was like the first one I made, and I made it way too long. Yeah. Okay, so here's how long it is. Here's the tummy and the chest. Yeah. I added the elastic again in the tummy, and then again for the neck, I really could have put an elastic in here. It's also a bit baggy on my other dog, who is a mixed breed, but she's still like a bigger dog, like 50 some pounds. So yeah, those are the dog sweaters. I really want to make more. I want to make more dog sweaters, but we'll see, because I don't know. I'm not really on a crochet kick right now. I'm very into knitting, but yeah. Okay, this one was a somewhat quick cast on crochet. You can see it's got this nice what is it called? Like mallow star kind of looking pattern. I've already worn this, so it's covered in dog hair, but I also put this can you see? Can you see? this way. I also put this, I don't know what this is called, but this kind of edging on the bottom and on the sleeves. The sleeves are a nice bell sleeve. I did it all in the round, so I actually just connected here at the base, like somewhere around here, and then did it all in the round. I hated doing this pattern, to be honest. I did not make the sleeves long enough. Let's see. Here's the front. Here's the neckline, by the way. I just like slip stitched across the middle. So the sleeves are a little short. When I wear it, they only go up to like here. I don't want to put it on because it's like so covered in dog hair and it's hot up here. But maybe I'll show it in another video. I don't know. But I finished this. Oh, should I put it on? Okay. You talked me into it. I'm going to put it on. Okay. This is what it looks like. The sleeves are quite baggy, which I like. As you can see, when I have it on, they're quite short. It's almost at the length where it looks intentional, but I just got tired of doing it. So I stopped and put the edging on, but like, it's not terrible. It's just, it would have been nicer if it was like full length. This is a nice thing to wear over top, like a tank top, especially in the summer. It gives like that perfect warmth when there's a bit of a wind chill and some clouds, but like you don't get too hot because it's like very airy. Like you can see, it's quite airy, which I like. I like this kind of thing. The thing about the length is when I'm actually like wearing it and like moving around, um, it tends to go up above my bust. So it goes like this, which like is not what I wanted. I wanted like more under bust, but whatever. I get a lot of compliments on it and some requests for it, but I probably will not make this anytime soon ever again. It was annoying trying to do the panels in the pattern. It was just annoying. Like you can see the sleeve is kind of wonky. But this was my first like pullover construction, so I'll give it a pass. I actually made a few sweaters in 2025, like cardigans. One of them I gave to my grandmother, but here is pictures of me modeling it. So hopefully I have pictures there. And then I also made the white cardigan, which I've shown in other videos, but I haven't finished it, so I'm not including it in this video. However, this cardigan you've seen before. It is the Patchwork cardigan. Let me hold it up. And I've also gotten a lot of compliments on it before. It's nice and long. It's quite thick. So I do wear this as like a jacket sometimes. A very oversized jacket. I had a lot of issues with this. This took me all year because the neckline was not working for me. I had to take it apart first of all, and add in these like shoulder gussets on both sides. And then what else did I do? The front is sewn together, so you can see like there's some string coming out already. This was just me learning how to Tunisian crochet. So I was making random squares and rectangles with no idea in mind. Then when you get to the back, it's more intarsiaed, I think. Some of it is sewn. Oh no, the back is sewn, but the sleeves are intarsia. That's right, that's right. And oh, and some of the front. Was it the front panels? Part of the front is intarsia, like up here. But mostly the sleeves are intarsiaed, Tunisian crochet. Here's that sleeve, and then this sleeve looks different. It's this way. And then I started out doing half double and double crocheted ribbing, and I think single crochet, I don't know, for the cuff. But then I was like, fuck that, because I kept getting the fronting, like the front ribbing, real messed up with crochet. So I learned how to knit, and I did this back piece first and a 2x2 rib stitch, I think. And then I did the buttonholes first. Yeah, I did this side first, and then I crocheted the buttonholes over. So when it got to here, I just crocheted to skip until we got to here again. And then, yeah, I'm pretty proud of these actually. Like, these buttonholes don't look too terrible. Could I improve? Yes. But for a first time, I think I'm pretty proud of it. Um, and then the thing about the bottom though is I went to here, totally forgot about the buttonhole down here. And so I started this ribbing on the bottom, and I had to like makeshift by pulling apart some stitches and like kind of sewing it to make another buttonhole here. So this is like a horizontal buttonhole, and these are all vertical, but oh wow, it is what it is. Um, I'll put it on real quick, but it's very hot up here, so you can see it's quite long. You can button it up so you can see the full glory. I added the pockets on as an afterthought. They're just like scrappy pockets that I had extra of. So this is how it fits. It's quite baggy. Like I'm like single front and back panels and rectangle sleeve panel. Here's the back. And here are the pockets. I'm hot though, so I'm going to take this off. But yeah, this took me like all year because I was just like learning new techniques and whatnot with it. So it was a process. All right, now this November, I think it is November, I got into knitting. I was so sick with like a cold flu kind of thing for like 3 to 4 weeks. And so while I was just sitting at home, I had gotten a care package from my friend who gave me like a bunch of knitting supplies. And so I taught myself how to knit with her help, and I made these leg warmers. You can see, very nice. This is the other one. They're not identical because the striping in the yarn was a little bit different for each of them, even though it was from the same cake. So this is the Spumoni Karen Skinny Cakes. I don't remember what any of the other yarn is. The other yarn was all just generic acrylic yarn. This, I remember specifically being Karen Skinny Cakes. I bought so much of it. I was obsessed. So this was the first project. It took up like not that much yarn at all. I was worked flat and sewn. You can see there is a seam right there. And then since I had so much yarn left over, and I really do love a good pullover, I made, is this the right way? I think it is. This pullover. It's so cute. I love it. I've gotten a few compliments on it already. Excuse me. Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's got this nice eyelet lace with a bit of rows of knit in between. And the color striping, the way the yarn went, and the way I tried to match it, I think I did a really good job. Like, it just looks so like it's supposed to be there. I will put on everything from this Spumoni Skinny Karen Cakes collection on at the end, but I have one more thing to show you. Because I had more yarn left over, I made a toque. Here I did my first cables. They're not quite what the pattern was supposed to be. This was supposed to be the October hat on Ravelry, but it didn't quite turn out that way, but that's okay. I did leave the top open and added this elastic. It's not super stretchy, like it only stretches from basically the finger width to 3 finger widths, maybe a little bit more, 4. Yeah, like 4 finger widths. This is to put my ponytail through when I wear my hair up. But if I wanted to, I could probably get away with just like wearing it as is, and like nobody's really looking at the top of your head, right? So, anyway, I will put this all on for you and model it. Okay, this is here's the hat and the leg warmers, the full getup. So I'll model the sweater first, I guess. I just did a 2x1 rib for the cuffs and the bottom, and I cast on up here separate. Like, this was knit in panels, and then this collar part I knit in the round. It's like a good collar, I think. In the future, I would probably knit this way smaller so that I can, when I block it, it like cinches a little bit more. But it's pretty good. I think I could wear this with a tank top underneath, or like I've worn it with a dress underneath, like a plain white dress, and these leg warmers. Move that down a bit. Okay, so don't look at my feet, but like here are the leg warmers. And then I have a small head, and like this length is shorter than this length on me. So I have to fold it like here, which is a little bit awkward. I think if I was to do it again, I might change the ribbing so that I have short rows in the back, and then less in the front, so that when I fold it over all the way around, it's not so short back here, but it still works for up here. See, like now this is too short. Yeah, I need it longer in the back, shorter in the front. But that's just my weird biology. I'm gonna take this off. I'm like sweating. All right, that is everything I had finished. Oh, that's not quite true. There's one more thing. Hold on. I cannot for the life of me find the other one. I have to put away laundry. But I dove into sock knitting for the first time and made this nice ribbed sock. Literally what it's called on Ravelry. Yeah, I really enjoyed the process of knitting the sock. It was cuffed down. The heel flap and gusset construction was not too complicated for me. Like, I did have problems with the heel flap at first, but now, like, it's fine. You can see my husband's worn it. This was for my husband, so he's worn it, and there's a bit of felting happening, but that's okay. It's still quite stretchy, so like that's all I'm concerned about. But yeah, I dove into sock knitting and I loved it. So I'm hoping to continue sock knitting in 2026. I actually am working on a pair of socks as we speak. It's one of my whips. I will do another video of all my whips, I think, but let's see. What do I want to do this year? I think definitely more socks. I am planning on making a knitted cardigan. I do have to finish embroidering that Vishavanka cardigan. Um, there's some things I want to frog. Um, and then I think I'm just like, I don't know. I want to make some summer tops, like knitted summer tops, but I need like cotton or silk for that. Um, I don't know. I'm really excited for what this year is going to bring. I'm like so invested in knitting right now, but I hope to get back to weaving as well. Um, yeah, I don't know. That's just okay, still on. That's what I'm planning for 2026. And yeah, I hope you guys had a great holidays. I want to say thank you to the Tremba and his community for their comments on my language video, playing Silent Hill F. I really appreciate that. It was like so overwhelming with like positive feelings. So thank you so much. Дуже дякую. Yeah, I hope you guys all had a great holidays, and I will see you soon. До побачення!